Hello there, welcome to the Web News with our pick of the stories making the online headlines. Coming up on today's show, Cambodian garment workers demanding a higher minimum wage. Anti-Islam ads spark outrage in the US. And waltzing on the walls of a Californian building. After staging a nationwide strike back in December 2013 that prompted the government to increase their minimum wage from $80 to $100, Cambodian garment workers are back on the streets. As we can see from this footage filmed in Phnom Penh last Wednesday, hundreds participated in protests in the capital, calling for better working conditions and a salary hike. They're demanding a monthly minimum wage of $177. And the campaign's being relayed on social networks, with web users the world over speaking out for the Cambodian textile workers. They've been posting under and retweeting the We Need 177 hashtag, pledging support and urging the government to listen. Some are also using these keywords to reach out directly to the clothing brands that buy and subcontract supply from Cambodia to negotiate a higher wage for workers with suppliers. And this outpouring of solidarity for garment workers in Cambodia has spread from the web to the streets. Support rallies have been organised across the globe in recent days, in Toronto, Canada, for example, in Geneva, Switzerland, and in Melbourne, Australia, where demonstrators are calling for the factory workers making the clothes everyone buys in high street stores to be given a fairer wage and be allowed to work in respectable conditions. End all aid to Islamic countries, Islamic Jew hatred, it's in the Quran, and yesterday's moderate is today's headline. These are just some of the slogans used in anti-Islam ads posted on 100 or so buses and in several subway stations across New York City from Monday, September 22nd. The campaign was created by the far-right American Freedom Defense Initiative group and has sparked widespread condemnation among web users in the US. People have taken to Twitter in their droves, slamming the ads, describing them as, amongst other things, disgraceful and sickening. The Mayor of New York, Bill de Blasio, has posted a message to the microblogging site saying the ads are outrageous, inflammatory and wrong and have no place in New York City or anywhere. But the negative feedback has done little to dissuade the group, quite the contrary in fact. The American Freedom Defense Initiative is now hoping to build and grow the campaign, launching a fundraising appeal on crowdfunding site Indiegogo to help pay for more advertising and to take the campaign nationwide. This isn't the first time the group's president, Pamela Geller, has come under fire for her anti-Islam rhetoric. The AFDI ran a similar campaign on public transport in Washington, D.C. back in January, sparking a public outcry. Despite the strong content, the authorities can't take down the banners, as they're protected by the US Constitution's First Amendment, which guarantees the right to free speech. This petition urging UK politicians to keep their promises to Scotland has been signed by over 49,000 Scots following last Thursday's referendum, which came down against independence. In the weeks leading up to the vote, the British Prime Minister David Cameron had promised to grant further powers to Scotland if it voted to remain in the United Kingdom, a promise he's now being urged to honour. Web users in the US have been posting under the Stand With Kira hashtag in support of Kira Kazantsev, who won the Miss America pageant last week. The beauty queen is being targeted by an online smear campaign, with some criticising her for the fact that she once interned at Planned Parenthood, which works for a woman's right to abort. This hasn't gone down well with a lot of social networkers who have leapt to the defence of the newly elected Miss America. The iPhone 6 is finally out, and some pranksters have been circulating a fake ad online saying the phone can be recharged in the microwave. And even though this idea seems absolutely ridiculous, it did fool quite a few proud owners of the latest iPhone. as we can see from these posts and pictures, urging others not to make the same mistake. In this video, we see Bandaloop dancers Amelia Rudolph and Rose Sieber take vertical choreography to new heights as they defy the laws of gravity in this stunning performance on the walls of a building in California. Breathtaking stuff indeed, and you can watch the video in its entirety on the GoPro YouTube channel.